Shock Mote is good. Do not listen to anyone else who says this ability is bad. But Shiro, it stops the enemies from running towards me. Shut up. Let me tell you why it's great. First off, Shock Mote is the second best mote, with haste being the best, of course. Health falls off very quickly and is not a reliable way to tank in later levels. It still has its uses, but Shock Mote actually has more than health does for you and your team. First off, let's talk why everyone hates Shock Mote. Most people complain because it stops enemies in their tracks. You know, like every CC ability in the game. Silence, Radio Blind, Lull, Shooting Gallery. Hell, even Breach Surge has some cooldown mechanics. Crowd control is not a bad thing in Warframe, especially going into the later scaling levels. People will complain that their defense mission is taking too long when they just sit there and wait for enemies to get to them. Here's a thought. Play the game. Stop waiting around for enemies to come to you. Actually hold W on your keyboard and move your character towards the enemies. Not to mention, if you do stay longer where levels do scale up, you'll need that Shock Mode to keep the objective alive. Excavation, Defection, Mobile Defense, honestly every single game mode is good to use Shock Mode. And for builds, Wisps can actually use the benefit of Archon Stretch, giving you a lot more flexibility with arcanes without needing to slap Energize on everything. When you go into the high levels in something like Cascade, Circuit, or Disruption, where enemies can get up to 9,000, your health mote isn't going to do anything useful for the team. But Shock Mote will give you a bit more of breathing room, give you some energy regen, and to spam with second ability for invincibility, and it's a great tool to use. So for anyone saying Shock Mode is bad, I pity you. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.